So we're looking at the part of the college roof here which has the Raac in it, and as you can see some of it has started to crumble. So their view against the new regulations was that this is no longer safe, and we literally had to clear the building out within 24 hours.
Wow. It's a scenario that's been replicated across the country. The Royal College here in Cheadle-Hulme, one of 147 on the government's list of affected buildings, and one of 10 schools and colleges here in the northwest found to contain dangerous crumbling concrete. This college is home to 70 students with complex disabilities. They were told back in April that the building was unsafe.
Yeah, so this is part of college where we know the Raac is in such a poor condition that we're not even able to go down here. So these were areas that were cleared out very quickly when we knew we had to move out of college, and they are now out of bounds.
So that's so unsafe we can't even walk down there?
Correct.
Luckily, they did have an alternative building to move students to, but it's not designed to accommodate pupils with such complex needs. And for students who depend on routine, having to move them without warning was beyond challenging.
It created anxiety, and we had to embed the students back into a routine in different buildings that were much more cramped, so we didn't have as much space, and that took its toll. So it did add such a layer of complexity.
When they found this problem with the Raac in this building, you had to be moved to a different area. Just tell me how that affected you.
Horrible impact. All my friends, we were in separate rooms. So it made me feel really, really sad.
And Molly's just one of thousands in the northwest whose education has been affected. Jade was supposed to be starting high school this week, then Raac was found at her school in Preston.
We've obviously spent the summer holidays getting Jade prepared for the start of high school, year 7, and then Jade was really disappointed on Friday evening when we found out.
I was really excited to go, and because I've got to wake up thinking I can't go to school today. And
I was happy because I thought we didn't have to do work, and then they sent us all that homework to do. So now I'm really annoyed.
They've now been told they can go back next week, but back at the Royal College Manchester, this is the building students are now being taught in. Corridors are too narrow for 2 wheelchairs, and whilst it is safe, it's not fit for the long term. But as they're a charity, they won't get any help from the government to solve their Raac problem.
We are classed as a non-maintained special school. We have to raise all the funds ourselves, and we have a further £10 million now to raise to be able to build a new college to replace the one that's had the Raac within it.
And whilst they begin their fundraising, many other schools' gates will remain closed, waiting for the problem to be fixed. Mel Barham, ITV News.